Alright, ladies and gentlemen, how you guys doing tonight? It's Friday, July the 10th, 2020. Welcome to another metallic episode of Music of Destruction, bringing you the best in metal-related content right here on YouTube. Welcome to Metal Album Warfare Fridays right here on the channel, and I hope you guys have been enjoying all the content so far from my 4 different types of series that I've been covering, 5 if you include band interviews. And if you missed anything this week, just click the eye in the upper right corner of the screen and get caught up on all of my latest content. I would greatly appreciate it. So tonight we have 2 metal elites doing battle, and tonight's episode is a death metal war between Morbid Angel's Domination and Krisiun's Bloodshed. Now, Morbid Angel hail from Tampa, Florida, and formed in 1984 and are among the pioneers of death metal. Krisiun hail from Ijui, Rio Grande do Sul, Brazil, and formed in 1990. Now, both of these bands are 2 of my favorites in death metal, so this episode is going to be a challenge, ladies and gentlemen, and I think both these bands play an equal role in the creation of the genre, Krisiun being 6 years later. But Brazilian death metal is something that I've been getting more and more into, along with, of course, I've been into Sepultura for a long time. Krisiun is a great band, just as much as Morbid Angel is. So let's just get right into it here. First, we have Morbid Angel's Dominate versus Krisiun's Slain Fate, and I gotta say that both of these tracks are absolutely thundering. They're brutal, they're heavy, they're crushing. And for some reason, Morbid Angel's Dominate is seen as an album that's lacking or weak, which I don't understand because I think it's one of Morbid Angel's best records, next to Altars of Madness, Blessed Are the Sick, etc., etc. Heretic's another great one. Slain Fate is thundering fast, brutal. It's fucking stripped down, meat and potatoes death metal with some really great production. And when I say great, I mean that Krisiun didn't opt for clean production, or super clean production, I should say. Neither is Morbid Angel on Dominate, and both these tracks are absolutely fucking killer, thundering, brutal, amazing death metal. So that's going to be a tie. So we have 1 point for Morbid Angel and 1 point for Krisiun. Next is Morbid Angel's Where the Slime Live versus Krisiun's Ominous. And both of these tracks are, again, that death metal that we've all come to know and love from both these bands. They're brutal, it's heavy, it's aggressive, it's emotional stuff. Obviously, both these bands know what they're doing when it comes to delivering in-your-face intensity and aggression, but I'm going to have to give this one to Morbid Angel's Where the Slime Lives. So Morbid Angel has a 2-1 lead over Krisiun. Next up, we have Morbid Angel Eyes to See, Ears to Hear, going up against Krisiun's Servant of Emptiness. Both those songs are absolutely fucking killer and brutal. Pure death metal at its finest, but I'm going to have to give that one to Krisiun's Servant of Emptiness, so we have a 2-2 tie. Next up, we have Morbid Angel's Melting versus Krisiun's Eons. Again, brutal stuff here. Both albums, both tracks, fucking killer death metal. If you haven't heard either of these records, I don't know what's going on. Maybe you're living under a rock, or maybe you just haven't heard of these bands. But these 2 tracks are equally good in my opinion. So we're going to have another point for Morbid Angel and another point for Krisiun. So we have a 3-3 split. Next up, we have Morbid Angel's Nothing But Fear versus Krisiun's Hateful Nature. And right away, both of these songs are absolutely killer stuff. But I'm going to give that one to Morbid Angel. Next up, we have Morbid Angel's Dawn of the Angry versus Krisiun's Visions Beyond. And there's something about Visions Beyond from Krisiun that just gets my blood fucking pumping. These are both killer fucking tracks. Amazing stuff from both bands here, but I'm going to have to give this one to Krisiun, so we have another tie. So now we've got, a 4-4 tie. Next up, we got Morbid Angel versus This Means War versus Krisiun's Voodoo. And Krisiun did a hell of a job on this one as well. Great track. Both of these songs are fucking awesome, but I am going to give it to Krisiun. So we have a 5-4 lead for Krisiun. Next up, we have Morbid Angel Caesar's Palace versus Krisiun They Call Me Death, and this Caesar's Palace track is kind of an ambient track from Morbid Angel that I didn't see coming. Very good stuff. However, They Call Me Death from Krisiun, got to give the point to Krisiun. So a 6-4 lead for Krisiun's Bloodshed. Next up, we have Morbid Angel Dreaming versus Krisiun's Unmerciful Order. And again, both tracks absolutely fucking slay. Great stuff here from both these bands. But I'm going to give it to Morbid Angel, so there we go. We have a 5-5 tie, or 6. We'll add it up after. Next up, we have Morbid Angel's Inquisition versus Krisiun's Crosses Toward Hell. Inquisition's an amazing, amazing song from Morbid Angel. So is Crosses Towards Hell from Krisiun, but I'm kind of leaning a bit more to Morbid Angel here, as this one's a little bit better in my opinion, so we're going to give that one to Morbid Angel. Finally, we have Morbid Angel's Hate Work versus Krisiun's Infected Core. Both these tracks are absolutely fucking deadly. Great stuff here from both of these bands, and I feel that they rank quite equally. But I think I'm gonna have to give this one to Krisiun's Infected Core. So let's add up the totals, shall we, to see who wins this episode of Metal Album Warfare. So Morbid Angel, Dominate versus Slain Fate from Krisiun is a 1-1, so we have a 1-1 tie. Morbid Angel, 1 for Morbid Angel for Where the Slime Live, 1 for Krisiun for Servant of Emptiness. So we have 6 points for Morbid Angel, and that includes the ties. For Krisiun, we have 6, so we have a 6-6 split between the two bands. I told you guys this would be a hard episode. Both of these bands tied because both of these fucking albums rule. I told you guys these episodes would be difficult, but both of these fucking albums are absolutely killer. So there you have it, in the books, another episode of Metal Album Warfares, and I hope you've been enjoying all the content on the channel. I know I enjoy making it for you guys. And if you're new, make sure to subscribe, turn on the bell so you don't miss anything. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Music of Destruction. Join the Facebook group for all things metal, facebook.com/groups/Music of Destruction. The Seed episode number 23, The History of Dio Part 2, is up there on Patreon right now for you fine supporters. Get access to all of my podcasts by becoming a patron for just $5 a month. Go to patreon.com/Music of Destruction. Episode number 24, The History of Dio Part 3, will be up on Sunday, July 19th, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And for just $1 per month, I will review albums of your choice, just no slam or core bands, please. Colton, James, and myself are starting a brand new YouTube channel called Reviews on the Run, consisting of movie and game reviews, our top 15s, as well in all areas of film and gaming, as well as some cool, funny behind-the-scenes reenactments and things of that nature. So let's check out a clip of what you can expect. Cheers. And we are back. Shoutouts to Shadows of Death Records. Go to his website, check out all of his bands. King Dreams in Darkness, his newest band. Amazing, amazing stuff there. Make sure you check them out in the upper right corner of the screen. Also, shoutouts to King of Swords, Metal Bands Chronicles, Acid Metal, and Backwoods Metal. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you for album review Tuesdays. Cheers, and have a great weekend.